Hello, my YouTube friend. Wow, today we have a true Grail collection. It's not the most expensive collection I've ever purchased. I think it's the second most expensive collection I've purchased. But for the amount of Grails, I think it's the most Grail Pops I've purchased in one collection. The average value per pop is high. Woo! This is the kind of collection that's thrilling, terrifying, exciting, and worrisome all at the same time, just because the value is so high. So a couple weeks ago, I was contacted by a guy named Michael, and he said he had a pretty awesome collection of Funko Pops he wanted to sell, and he was looking for full value, $11,000. I was just like, I really just cannot afford buying stuff. I mean, I wish I was a rich guy and I could buy everyone's collections at full value just to make it easier for everybody. But I have to buy collections in a way that if I do keep stuff that I can sell enough to cover what I keep, or if I decide to sell because I need to make a profit, I need to be able to make a profit. So I told him that right now I'm comfortable paying 50% per pop for a collection, even a really awesome collection like this, just because even though they're more valuable, more expensive pops, there's more risk in more expensive pops. It could either be the values fluctuate too fast, there could be bootlegs, there could be problems, there could be things that are more risky on buying pops that are expensive. A lot of these pops are like $200, $300, $400, $500, $800, $1,500. So it's terrifying a little bit financially to buy a collection like this. So I said I'd be comfortable paying 50% of the pop price guide. So he had to think about it, and he's like, I was hoping to get a little bit more. And so we negotiated a little bit. I said, you know what? You let me look at the collection. I'll evaluate it. I will look at the condition of the pops. I'll make sure everything is legitimate, everything is okay, and determine what the value is in the current marketplace of the collection, and I'd give him 55% of the value. So that, he said, you know what, he could work with that. He was actually moving, and he didn't really have time to sell them himself, and he needed some cash right now. You know, times are a little bit tough right now, and he needed some money to help him move. So he's like, okay, let me bring them into your shop so you can look at them, and we'll figure it out. So he brought them in. Okay, so the collection he showed me, half the collection was Grails. It was 36 pops that were worth about $10,000 to $11,000 on the pop price guide. That's expensive. What was that, like $300 a pop average? That was crazy. And then he had another part of his collection that was like 40 pops that were, you know, normal $10 to $40 pops. And so he brought them in. So we're going to divide it. I'm going to show you Grail, Common. We're going to slow roll it a little bit. So I went through the pops. I was expecting it to be $5,500. Now, some of the pops had some problems with them. And because of that, it brought the value down. And sadly, one of the big Grails was a fake. So I think this video is going to be fun and exciting, and there's going to be some lessons that everyone will learn to maybe avoid some fakes and to make it a little bit easier to buy expensive pops. I end up giving him, what happened was I went through his collection, and all the Grails, after I graded them, adjusted pricing depending on the condition, ended up being just under $8,000 worth of pops. So I offered him like $4,500, I think, somewhere around there for everything. And then he said, you know, just give me $100 for the cheaper ones. I give him $150, so I believe I paid $45.50 for everything. Okay, woo! This is gonna be exciting and scary at the same time. Let's start digging in. We're gonna first grab a Grail pop. This box right here is the Grail pops. Okay, let's see what we got. All the pops are in hard stacks. Okay, check this out. It's a Fugitive Toys exclusive metallic Batman Beyond. This pop is really cool. I love these kind of rare, was it 2013? So the earlier the better. I like old DC pops. I think these things are amazing. Now, normally when I do hauls like this, I don't put the values on the screen, but I know some people are always interested in it. Since these pops are kind of valuable, I'm going to put the value of each pop on the screen as I go through them. If you watch this after I publish it, maybe months or years down the line, prices are going to be different. Prices jump a lot. You might be laughing at this video and these are all worthless in 4 years. Or you might be surprised at how cheap they were at the time. But for now, just if you're curious, I'm going to put the prices as the pops spin. This pop is amazing. I'm really excited. I'm adding that to my collection. This collection is going to be kind of hard for me because I know there's more that I want to keep than will pay for the collection. So I'm going to end up having to figure out a way to kind of pay for everything. Okay, we're going to go into a cheap box. Cheap box now. We're going to take a break in between each Grail. Okay, let's see what we got. We got, oh, this is really neat. This is a cool, it's not an expensive pop, but it's definitely a really neat. It's a entertainment exclusive glows-in-the-dark black and blue Batman. I love this line. Now the cheaper ones ended up being cheap. There's a couple pops in the collection that were a little bit iffy to me. I'm not 100% sure if they're legit or not, but he gave me the cheap ones cheap enough that I think there's like a $300 or $400 wiggle room in the overall collection. So that made me happy enough that I was confident to take the risk. Very cool pop though. I do like that one. Okay, Grail time. Let's see what we got. Oh, these hard stacks, they fall apart, so it's hard to take them out. Ah, okay, this is one of the ones that was a little bit questionable to me. So we'll, maybe I'll take a close-up. So we have the Superboy, very cool pop. I do not have this one. Now, when I pull it out of the box, it's slightly glossy, but I think there are some boxes from this era that are glossy. The front looks sun-faded. So that's the thing that first kind of threw me off, because the colors look a little bit weird, but if you look, it looks sun-faded. And so I thought maybe, you know, it was a bootleg, but the cardboard feels like the right thickness. And then when I was looking online, I was comparing. There's one version of him where you can see the little blue dots really easily. Here, you can't really see them very much. So I was like, uh-oh, is this one a bootleg? I was not sure. I did value this one about $20 less than the market price. So I paid, you know, half of 70. So I paid 35. So if it was a bootleg, it's just another example to put in my bootleg collection. And if it's legit, I got for a good price. I think it's legit because what I was looking at, there's 2 different dates that they were printed, and the first date has all the lighter dates, but every single pop with, was this May 4th, 2013, every single Superboy with that production date has this box. So I think it's just a box change. But I'm not 100% sure. If any of you guys know if there is a bootleg of him or if anything looks funny to you, let me know. This one I debated for about 20 minutes last night. I was looking at it and just like double checking and looking. And I mean, just the way the sticker looks, everything looks legit to me. Just the box was slightly more glossy than a lot of boxes this era, but at the same time, it's not like overly glossy like the bootlegs I've had, and it's faded in the front, and that kind of looks weird to me. But again, it looks like sun fade to me. The top is slightly sun faded as well, and the dot pattern is what threw me off as well. But look, there's a Martian Manhunter from this era that's a bootleg, and it looks completely bootleg. This one has lots of hints, like the yellow looks correct. So I think this is just a different production box. And I do collect different production boxes. So it's something to look out for when you're hunting for pops. Okay, let's go into the cheaper box. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have the Arkham Asylum Batman. This is, I mean, it's a cool Batman. Not really that expensive. He had a lot of the pops are Batman pops, so the cheaper ones, which I'm actually okay with because Batman sells really well. So if you're going to have a lot of something, a lot of Batman, that's good to have. That and Spider-Man, those are the 2 types of pops that you can have a lot of. Okay, we're ready again. Let's dig into this Grail box. They're all in the stacks. Oh, this one's falling apart. The stacks just fall apart. I'm not really a fan of the hard stacks because the bottoms fall off of these things. Okay. Oh, yeah, this one is neat. This is a valuable pop. It's the black and white Barnes & Noble exclusive Captain America from Captain America the Winter Soldier. Very amazing pop. This one, I love it. I think I actually just got this one recently. So this one actually might end up being for sale. I know some of these are going to be for sale. I know there's at least like $3,000 worth, maybe a little bit more that I have already. So I'll be able to get a good portion of what I spent back. But there are a bunch that I need. So collections like this are so difficult because it's like I want to keep all these really awesome rare ones, but at the same time I need to kind of cover all my costs so I can keep buying collections from people and helping people out and keep making videos and keep expanding the collection. Okay, let's go back to the cheap box. Okay, so this one, it's some of the stuff he called cheap was actually not that cheap. This is like maybe a $25–$30 pop. So we have the black chrome Batman for the New York Comic Con. Very cool pop. I do really like these chrome Batmans. I need to get the rest of the collection. There's a couple of the rare ones that I need, but still very cool. That one I do have already. So most of these Batmans I think I have already. So that should go into the store. All right, let's dig into the Grail box again. Okay, so this is one of the big boys, and this is one that gave me a little bit of concern. And so this is one that I think it's currently valued at like 700 something. It has some damage on it. Let me show you the damage first. There's right here, this box is kind of like rolled up a little bit as if it was shoved in a box wrong. And the top of the box and the back of the box are sun faded. So those are the kind of things I actually knocked $200 off the value. I think in this condition it's worth about $500. But my only concern is this is the rarer version of the chase. It's the one with the symbol on his chest. And it has a 2013, it's as October 26, 2013 date. I looked online and the other chases with this error were from 2012. So I don't know if they had produced this error twice or if this is someone tried to customize it. Now the symbol does look nicely printed as if it was a factory production and not an error. And it looks like symbols on some of the cheaper Batmans that have it with the symbol in it. So I'm not sure. The rest of the box looks legit. So it's definitely, if it was a fake, it would have been like a repaint. And so it's a legit, maybe it's even a legit metallic one that they repainted the symbol on. That I don't know. I'm a little concerned with that. I might have wasted, you know, I paid 55% of 500, so that was like 260, 270. So if it's just a repaint of an actual chase, you know, I'll lose $100 in value maybe. If it's a fake where it's like a repainted non-chase, you know, then I've lost a lot of money. But again, like I said, he gave me the cheaper ones for a really good price, so I had $250 to $300 in wiggle room, I think, kind of cover stuff like this. So that one had left me with a little bit of concern. I actually looked at it for like maybe a minute when I was pricing it, just to look for any signs of anything that looked fake. The box looks good, and the pop looks good. It doesn't really, like the way his face is painted, like there's little hints of overspray. It looks exactly like a factory-made pop. So it doesn't look homemade painted to me. And even the symbol looks like it's a factory printed symbol. So I'm a little bit concerned. If anyone has this chase with the error, let me know if you have one with the 2013 date. That's the only thing that set up red flags for me. Other than that, it looks really good. So I think it's a legit one. But again, something like this or the Superboy, until, like, I don't have either in my collection. So until I have another one, actually this one, I have the regular chase. So I might compare it to the regular chase just to see if there's anything that kind of corresponds. But the stuff that I'm always a little bit questionable, I just refuse to sell this. I'd rather just keep it in my collection as a sample of, if it is a fake, then I have a great example to show you guys just what to look for. And if it's real, I just, since I'm a little bit uncomfortable, I would not sell this. I would keep this in my own collection until I feel comfortable enough that I think it's legit. Either way, I'm excited to get it. If it's a real version of the error, this is awesome, because this is one of the top Batman pops you can get. Very cool. Very happy with that. I think, and that's it. There's one more pop that I was a little bit concerned with, and that one I knew for sure was a fake. But other than that, the rest are really exciting. Okay, I guess the two ones I was concerned with were on top, because those were the two I was actually looking at last night. Okay, we have a Suicide Squad Batman. This one's really cool. Not super valuable, but I'm sure someone will want that. I do have most of these Batmans. Okay, let's dig into the rare box again. Oh, okay, this one is neat. And again, this one concerned me for about 5 minutes, but I realized everything is like this. But this is one of my top wants. So it's the Funkoween Batman. This one is amazing. I just love the coloring. Everything about the box, everything about it looked legit. The only thing that threw me off is the way the Heroes is written is different than what it normally is written. And that's one thing you normally look for in a bootleg, is if the font looks funny. So for a second there, I was like, oh, wait a second. Like, everything else looks so legit. There's nothing about it that looks funny. Like, the coloring is all right. The box feels right. Everything's correct. Just that Heroes. But I looked online. I think every single version of this one had that weird font. It's in the official stills, everything. So it's just weird that they changed the way the Heroes was written. But that's okay. Super happy to have that one. See, now with his collection, he wasn't an original collector. I purchased collections from collectors that picked up stuff from the conventions themselves, or they bought it back in 2016 or 15 or 14 when it first came out. So those I didn't have as much concern that there might be a bootleg. But this collector, he was only collecting for a couple years, I think, and most of these he bought on eBay or Mercari at, you know, the full price at the time. So he probably paid $200 for this. So again, like a collection like this, I would have more concern of, because it's not a direct from the original source. It wasn't a first owner. It was stuff that he bought, so he might not know when he bought it if they were fake or not. That's why I get a little bit of concern when buying collections like this. Okay, what do we have now? Okay, oh, this is cool. Again, it's not super valuable, but it's definitely a $20 or $30 pop. So, like I said, with the cheaper stuff, there was enough cool stuff like the Black Suit Spider-Man here that kind of would make up for, if this Batman does end up being a fake, it kind of pays for it, so I'm not as worried. It's usually like little things like that. I kind of hedge my bet when I buy collections like this to make sure that I'm covered just in case there is a problem. Very cool pop. I do have that one already. Okay, let's dig into the Grail. So far, the ones on top were the ones I was concerned about. I think that's why, because I actually looked at them. Okay, this one is cool. I love this pop. It's the 2017 ECC Comic-Con exclusive Captain America. Very awesome pop. Now, this one, I know there's a bootleg out there, but the bootleg is missing the little trademark symbol here. This one looks totally legit. Very awesome pop. I love this one. This one I do have already, though, so this one will go into my shop. This is kind of one of the cheaper Grails. $70-ish. The low end one. It's like the $300 to $500 ones are the ones I needed. Okay, back into the cheap box. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have Thomas Wayne as Batman. It's from Flashpoint. Very cool pop. I do have this one already, though, and it has a little bit of value. Now, the box is a little bit scuffy, so the value will come down a little bit on it, but still, I'm sure someone will want that. He is awesome. Okay, let's go into the Grail box. Oh, yeah, this one is awesome. So it's Merle Dixon. It's the Bloody Merle Dixon. It's a 2013 show exclusive, convention exclusive. Pretty rare pop. I think it was like 1,000 pieces, something like that. Very awesome. And it's signed by Michael Rooker. I thought that was really cool. I love this actor. He's great in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's great in The Walking Dead. He always plays like a jerk who kind of redeems himself. And I like that. He's so good. I love his characters in all the shows I've seen him in and all the movies I've seen him in. Very awesome pop. That's going in my collection. Absolutely love it. Now, the sticker is coming a little bit up, but that's okay. I might be able to fix that. Not so worried about that. Okay, back to the cheap box. All right. Okay, we have Arkham Asylum, Hot Topic exclusive Batman. That one I do have, so that one's going into my shop. So much Batman. Okay. I'm trying to pace myself. Do one cheap, easy one in between each Grail, because each Grail is just like the excitement, the anxiety, the joy. It all comes up all at once. Ooh, okay. This is the one I've really wanted since it came out. Shot up to, I think at one point it was 400 or 500. I think it's down below 300 now. Still an amazing pops. We have the Blue Chrome Toy Tokyo exclusive from the 2017 San Diego Comic-Con Batman. That is an amazing pop. He works really well in this color. I've wanted this one since it came out, so I am thrilled to have him. That one's going into my collection. Grail pop. All these pops in that like $200 to $500 range are just, they're pops that you don't always expect to get because they're so expensive. So whenever I can buy a collection with them in it, usually I buy a collection, I'll get like one or two. It's rare for me to get a collection to get so many at once. Oh man. Okay, back to the cheap pops. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have from the Rainbow Batmans, we have the Orange Batman. It's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. This one I do have. The box is a little bit damaged, so of course I'll have to discount it a little bit. Cool pop though. The last time I got a set of these, they sold real quick, so I'm sure these will sell again. And so you can see he's a Batman fan, because I've got a lot of really awesome Batman Grails and just some cheaper Batman. Just a lot of Batman. Okay, so this one is a little bit cheaper one. I forget if this was considered one of the Grails or one of the ones they gave to me cheaper. I think this might have been one of the ones they gave me cheaper. It still has value though. I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks right now. Again, I'm going to put the prices on the screen as I go through all of these. So we have Opie Winston from Sons of Anarchy. Very cool pop. I think I have him. I'm not 100% sure. I know I have both Jax Tellers. I know I have the Claymore. I think I have Gemma Teller, but I'm not sure if I have him. This one I'm going to have to double check. Very cool pop though. Happy to get that. I'm going to do another Grail because this one was kind of a cheaper one. Let's grab a hard stack of some sort. Hard stack. Oh, okay. This is cool. It's the Red Sun Superman. It's the alternate or elsewhere story where Superman lands in the Soviet Union. So he becomes like a Russian Superman. Very cool. Absolutely love this pop. I have them already. Now this one is missing its sticker. So because it's missing its sticker, it brings the value down a little bit. And I think it's like a $125 pop. So obviously a missing sticker is going to bring it down like 10 to 20 bucks. It's a little bit more of a hit than a cheaper pop. But he is awesome. This one will be for sale. I think. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't have him. I'm pretty sure I got him recently though. Either way, he is an amazing Superman pop. I love him. Okay. Back to the cheapos. Alright, what do we have? Okay, we have the Green Batman from the Rainbow Batmans. It's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. So again, the last time I got these, they sold quick. I'm sure these will sell quick as well. Very cool pop. I'm going to have a lot of Batman pops in my shop soon. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got another one in a soft stack. Okay, so this is another one of the little bit cheaper, expensive ones. In fact, this one, I forget if he included this in the 36 Grails or this was the cheaper. I think this is a part of the Grails. So we have the Thrill Killer Batman. It's a Midtown Comics exclusive. Absolutely love this pop. I think he looks cool. But that one I do have, so that one will be for sale. Very cool pop. Okay, that one's a little cheaper, so I'm going to grab another Grail. Let's find a hard stack. Hard stack. Oh, this one is neat. Okay, I don't remember if I have this one or not. I might have it. This one I'm going to have to double check. It's a Hot Topic exclusive Bloody Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. Very amazing pop. See, I know I have the common version. I forget if I have the bloody version. He's kind of more expensive. He's what, 130, 150, something like that. Now, he does have little bits of damage on him, so it brings the value down a little bit. But if I don't have him, I'm thrilled to get that. I love getting the Grails. Amazing. Okay. Let's go in here. What do we have? Oh, this is cool. It's from the Legion of Collector's box. It's the Armored Batman. Absolutely love this Batman. I think this one actually does have some value. This is probably like 20 to 30 bucks right now. So again, like I said, the stuff that he considered the cheaper stuff that he gave to me pretty cheap ended up having enough of these like 20 to $30 pops that if any of the Grails do have an issue, they kind of cover it. So I'm not going to lose any money. I'm just might not make as much money, or I might not have as much to kind of cover the cost. But I think I'm secure in this purchase. So it's like when I buy a collection like this, I do like to pay low enough that if there are problems with any of the expensive pops, I'm not going to lose out. Very cool. I'm sure someone will pick this one up right away. And that's one thing you should keep in mind too if you're going to buy a big expensive collection, is that there might be some stuff in the collection that's a little sketchy. Okay, wait. Let's go to another Grail pop. Let's see what we got. These are cool. So I don't have any of the Rocky Pops. I've always wanted them, but they keep going up in value. So we have a Clubber Lang, Mr. T, and the box is in really great shape. This is amazing. Absolutely love this pop. So happy to have this pop. He is cool. Awesome. Grail pop. I just like, sometimes this stuff you just don't think you'll ever get, and then one day you have it and you're just like, your mind's like, I can't believe I own that now. Amazing. I was a huge Mr. T fan. I just have such great memories of just snuggling with my dad when I was like 8 years old and watching the A-Team. Love Mr. T. Okay, we have the DC Universe Previews exclusive Batman. So that's one I do have. More Batman. So if you love Batman, you're going to love this video. If you love Grails, you're going to love this video. A little bit of both. Okay, another hard stack. So this should be another expensive one. Oh, this one is cool. Okay, so we have the Bedrock City Comic Company exclusive Superman. He is really neat looking. I don't think I have this one. And actually, let me compare him for a second with the Superboy. So if I'm correct, this is 2000... Oh, this is later 2000, but if you look, the blue has lots of little dots on the Superman, and the Superboy is, you kind of can't see the dots. And then on the side, if you can see, the Superman has a bunch of dots you can't really see. And then on the back, it has a bunch of dots. This one you can't really see. So that's why this one I had some concern for it. Plus, it's a lot glossier. So again, I feel like I need to get another Superboy before I can legitimately say this is okay or not. I just feel like it might just be a variant because every single one with the 4 or 5 date looks like this. Everyone with the, I think it's a later date than this, looks like this. So that's something you gotta look out for. At least I discounted the price a little bit because of the sun fading. But it's definitely, when you buy pops of this caliber, or this kind, you know, $100, $200, $400, $500, you need to become very familiar with the fake ones. And I haven't seen or know of a Superboy that's a fake, so I think it's just a box variant. But, again, like I said, I would not sell that until I'm confident. This Superman's amazing, going into my collection. Oops. I know there's going to be a lot of people asking me to sell the Grails. If it's one I want to keep, it's not going to be for sale. That's how I collect. But that being said, there will be some of these Grails for sale. Okay, back to the cheapos. Okay, we have the Earth 2 Batman. It's a Hot Topic exclusive. Again, a really awesome pop. It's a little bit beat up, so the price will be lower, but I do think this is probably like a $20 pop. So I like that a lot of the cheaper stuff wasn't cheap $5, $10 stuff, but a lot of like $20 stuff. So that's really cool. Do have that one, though. I think most of the Batmans I do have. Okay, back to the Grail pops. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, also from Rocky, we have the Apollo Creed. He is awesome. Now, I do believe there are some fakes of the Rocky Pops out there, but these look legit to me. There's nothing showing up. There's nothing in the way the movies looks. Nothing in the logo. The cardboard feels right. The sticker looks right. There's nothing jumping out as fake. So, but again, you should be familiar with fakes if there are out there. Very happy with that. That's an awesome pump. I think these are all going up in value recently as well. Well, in fact, a lot of pops kind of jumped right when the quarantine started. A lot of people started spending a lot of money on the rare pops. Okay, back to the cheapos. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have from the Black Friday box like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, we have the 1989 Batman. Very cool Batman. I do have that one already. I think this one has a little teeny bit of value, so he'll be for sale. So many Batmans. Okay, Grail Pop. Are you guys kind of like... I think we're less than halfway through. It's like, can you even imagine what's coming out of this box? Let's see. Oh, all right. This one is cool. This is one I always talk about, but I haven't had this Han Solo yet. Oh, these heart stacks are hard to open sometimes. Now, when I bought the collection, every single one I took out of these boxes because you kind of have to feel the box. You got to look at it. You got to inspect it. You got to look for condition issues. So this is the original printing of the Han Solo. I don't know if there's an earlier printing, but this is the, was it March 24th? What you want to look for is the Star Wars pops that say the character's name and it just says vinyl bobblehead. These are the earlier ones and these are worth a lot more. This one I believe is over $200 in value. Very cool pop. I'll eventually do a video that shows, actually I have a later pop sitting right here. So I have a Snowtrooper here. This is also a blue box, but this is the later printing. The later printing has the French and like added stuff on the bottom there. These tend to not have that much value, but these original ones that just say vinyl bobblehead, those have value. Very collectible pop going into my collection. Okay, back to the cheapos. See what we got. We have a Batman vs Superman Nightmare Batman. This one's a cheaper one. First cheaper one, I think. I'm gonna do another one since that one was a cheapo. Okay, and then we have the Suicide Squad Batman Joker. It's a 2017 San Diego Comic-Con. Very cool Batman. This one looks like whoever opened the box cut the back. So I'm gonna have to discount that, maybe even like half in value, because that's pretty significant damage. It's not noticeable, but it's the kind of damage that really just, when someone gets it like that, it discourages them. Okay, so that, I don't know what price I'm going to bet, but I'm probably going to do like half value on that. Very cool pop though. Do have it. Okay, after that, let's actually get into the Grails again. See what we got. Okay, we have the regular Jax Teller. I think last time I looked this one up, it was like 75. I think it's higher than that now. I forget. I do have this one already though, so he'll be for sale. Here's one of the ones that will be for sale. Not a lot of these girls will be for sale, but there's enough in there that I think it added up to $3,000 worth. But since he was kind of a cheaper one, let's grab another Grail Pop. Oh, okay, this is another sort of cheaper. I think this one's like 75. But I've had this one in maybe 5 times in the last few years, and every time the box is kind of beat up a little bit. This one, I think the box is in really nice shape, if I remember correctly. He's stuck in there. I don't really like these stacks. Okay, yeah, his box is really nice looking. It has maybe some fingerprints I can clean up, but I don't see any major like dings, maybe a little bit of a ding. But for me, this box is a really nice shape compared to all the ones I've seen. I think the one I currently own might be lower grade than this, so I might upgrade. Now, his metallic looks slightly like greenish or off color. Every single one I've had, the blue changes color or it fades away. I think just the metallic paint they used was subpar that year or something like that. And that's all with a lot of metallic pops, the paint, certain colors will fade. So that's one thing that makes, like if you're looking at a pop and you see a faded color, to me, that's one thing that makes it more legit than fake, because it's hard to fake aging like that. Very cool pop. That one, this one definitely looks like it's 6 years old. It looks like the metallic paint has aged. This one will be for sale, or the one I have already will be for sale. One of the two will be for sale. Very cool pop. Love that pop. Okay, back to the cheapos. Let's see what we got. I haven't even looked at these very carefully. Oh, okay, we have a Dark Knight Trilogy Batman. Oh, that is neat. I didn't realize that was in here. Now, I mean, I think I have this one already. There's 2 different versions of them. One says the Dark Knight Trilogy, and then one says, I think, the Dark Knight Rises. There's one that's specific to one movie and one that's just to the trilogy. I'm going to have to double check this one. This one, I think, has some value. So for one of the ones that he kind of gave to me for cheap, this is a good pop. Very cool. So I will have one Dark Knight pop for sale. Very awesome. Love that one. Awesome pop. Okay. let's go back to the Grails. Ooh, this one is cool. I've never had this one in person. All right. So we have the Unmasked Captain America. It's a Toy Matrix exclusive. Very awesome looking pop. That one might be the last one. No, I might need one more Captain America from this series. This one I'm going to have to double check. I mean, this one I definitely need, but I'm going to have to double check what else I need for the set. But I think I'm closing in on all the rare ones. That is amazing. Going into the collection. Grail Pop. Okay. I got to do that every time because that's sweet. That's like an exciting pop to add to my collection. $200 or $300 value, I think. Okay, what do we have here? We have Arkham Knight Batman from Batman Arkham Knight. That one I do have, so he'll be for sale. Okay, let's go back into the Grails. See what we got. Oh, this one's awesome. This is one of my all-time favorite pops. We have Indiana Jones. It's a 2016 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Super awesome pop. Now, I do have this one, so he'll be for sale. He's one of the bigger $300 to $400 pops that I have already, so he'll be for sale. His eye paint's a little bit wonky, so that's one detractor, but the box itself is really minty. Awesome pop. I love it. Sweet. Sweet. That's one people will probably be jumping to get. Okay, let's go back to the cheaper. I need a little breather here. Okay, we have Batman Arkham Knight Batman. Another kind of cheaper Batman. That one I do have already. Okay, that wasn't much of a breather. But I'm ready to jump. Okay. This is one of the most expensive ones. I think this is a $400 to $500 one. So this one might end up being in my top 10 now on the pop price guide. Okay, so we have a 2013 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Black Superman from Man of Steel. That one is amazing. Now his box is a little bit popped right there. I think I adjusted the price maybe like 20 bucks when there's a value in it. That I think I could probably glue and fix. But other than that, he's pretty minty. Maybe a little bit of a hint of wear right there. Super happy with that though. That one's going to my collection. That is a Grail pop. Amazing, amazing pop. I love getting these older limited edition pops because you just, like a brand new pop, like, I mean, I guess he's $400 to $500. Even a brand new pop's not going to hit that price for a few years. Awesome pop. Love it. Okay. Whew, I gotta take a break. This is a roller coaster ride here. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we have another rainbow Batman. We had the yellow Batman from Entertainment Earth. That one I do have. So this week, what is it? One, two. So this is going to be like 30 or 40 Batmans I'm going to be putting out for sale. That's a lot. Okay, let's see what we got in the Grails. Okay, this one is cool. This is a big one. This is a $400 to $500 pop right now. So we have the convention exclusive Jax Teller. That one's expensive. I do have this one though. This one will be for sale. It's in pretty good shape. It has a little bit of hints of wear. I don't think it's going to affect the value too much though, just because this one's pretty rare. You don't see it that often. You know, it's got a little bit of hints of dents and maybe a little bit of scuffing, but still, like on a scale 1 to 10, it's still like an 8, 8.5, I think. Very awesome pop. Will be for sale. Okay, that one, I can breathe a little bit just because I have it already, so I'm not as thrilled to get it. But it's still amazing, and I know if I sell it for full market value, I end up paying for like another pop that I want to keep. So that does throw me. Okay, let's go into the cheaper box again. See what we got. Okay, we have Batman versus Superman. Batman, not really a valuable pop, but still, I'm sure someone will want it. If I'm going to get a lot of stuff, Batmans are good to get a lot of. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, haha. This one I think jumped a lot recently. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have Rocky Balboa from Rocky. Awesome pop. Absolutely love this pop. And the box is in really good shape. That one is a Grail pop. Sweet. Love it. So happy to get this set. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, we have another rainbow Batman. We had the blue rainbow Batman. Very cool pop. I do have this one already though, so this will be for sale. Okay. Go in. Oh, we're down to 2 Grails in the first box. And then the box underneath this is half Grails. So we're like 2/3 of the way through. Oh, this is a big boy though. We're now approaching $500-600 on this pop. 2011, limited to 480 pieces. This is a rare Funko Pop. We have a V for Vendetta San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Funko Pop. It's the metallic version. This is the kind of one that, like, you get a little bit at that price, you get worried, but there's nothing on the box that makes it look fake to me. I think it's legit. He is just amazing. Love this pop. So happy to have that. That's an amazing pop. Oof. Gotta look at it very slowly. Every time I buy a pop of this expense, it's like, I get concerned. It's like, is there anything with it? Is it a fake? Is it real? But it looks real. There's nothing jumping out to me that makes it look fake. So I always have a little bit of a concern. But at the same time, I gotta trust my instincts. I've handled enough bootlegs in my life to kind of know what is fake and what's not fake, and what to look out for and whatnot. Okay, let's. Oh, I'm getting worn out just from the roller coaster ride of this video. Okay, this is cool. We have a White Lantern Batman. It's Fugitive Toys exclusive. Again, this is one he threw into the cheaper box, but I think it's a $20 or $30 pop. Very cool pop. It is kind of worn a little bit, so it's, you know, I'm gonna have to mark it down a little bit, but I'm sure someone will want that one. Very awesome. Okay, let's we have one more, so let's grab a couple more of the cheapos before I go. Okay, and then we have the North Pole Camo Batman. It's a Target exclusive. That one I'm not sure if I have. I think I'm actually missing one or two of this wave of Batmans. So that one I'm going to have to double check. Okay, one more cheap one before I go into the last one in that box. Okay, and then we have another Rainbow Batman. We have the Purple Batman. Very cool. I do have that one already, so that's going into the shop. Let's get another Batman. We have a Steampunk Batman. It's a Hot Topic exclusive. Very cool. I do have that one. That one's going into my shop for sale. Okay, let's take the last pop out of the Grails. All right, this one is cool. So from Rocky, we have the Ivan Drago. Very happy to get that one. So what's left? I just need... No, that's all four of them. I have the full set now. I can't believe that. I did not have these. I've always wanted them. They're 2012. They're old. They're 8 years old now. That's crazy to me. Well, like 7.5, 8 years old. That's amazing. That is an old pop. I don't have it. Super happy to get that. Grail pop going into my collection. Grail pop. All right. Whew. Okay, Grail box number 1 is done. But there's still, I think half of the next box is full of Grails, including a couple of rare, expensive ones. Okay, let's grab another cheapo. Okay, this one is cool. Again, he threw this in the cheapo box, but this is a good $20, $25 pop. And it'll sell really easily because the Notorious B.I.G. sells really well in my shop. So we have, what is it? It's the 2018 New York Comic Con exclusive Toy Tokyo Notorious B.I.G. Very awesome pop. He will be for sale though, because I have him already. Alright, actually I'm going to blast through a couple more of these. Okay, so again, he had a Red Hood. It's a 2018 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. He threw this kind of in the cheapo box, but I think this pop has like a $40 value, maybe $35, $40. So it has a good amount of value. That's actually a pretty nice little throw in there. Okay, I guess I'll grab another Grail. Let's, well, the top of the box, okay, so the top of this box is still cheaper at the bottom, so let's just go through some more of the cheaper ones. Okay, we have Claymore. Okay, that is cool. Again, he threw this in as like a cheaper pop, but this one definitely has some value. I think it's like $30-ish. So that one I do have, that one will be for sale. Okay, and then we have The Rock, the original Rock. This one might have value. I'm not sure. You guys know I don't collect wrestling, but I do collect The Rock, so he's going to go into my collection. I don't have that one yet. And I have a feeling this one has some value because I've never seen this one in person. So I'm assuming it's folded or a little bit harder to get. Very cool. I didn't really look at the cheaper ones. I just counted them real quick. Okay, we have Negan from The Walking Dead. That one I do have, so he'll be for sale. Let's see what we have. We have Captain America from Age of Ultron. That one I do have. He'll be for sale. I guess let me finish the Batman box. A couple more in here. Okay, we have Odell Beckham Jr. This one might have value because I don't think I've seen this one in person. And I assume since I'm in New York, I'll be able to sell them in the shop. Usually most of the sports stuff I have to sell online to get it to sell, unless it's like a really big name person like LeBron James. But any of the local sports guys, they're pretty easy to sell in the city. So that one will be for sale. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the pink Rainbow Batman. This one I actually think went up in value and it's like closing in on $20 now. So that's actually a pretty nice little extra bonus. 20 bucks. Okay, and then one more in here. We have a original Deadpool. I think this one's only $10 right now. Still a cool pop though. I'm sure someone will want it. And in this box, he had one loose original Batman. So we have one Batman there. He's cool though. I'm sure I can sell. You know, I'll probably end up keeping them. I've been keeping all the out of the box pops because I just eventually want to make a display of just out of the box pops. And I don't really like taking them out of the box to make a display because I feel like I am potentially losing value when I do that. And I collect for the joy of collecting, but I also appreciate the value because I do buy and sell this stuff. So anytime I can get out of the box pop for super cheap, I can enjoy them out of the box because I'm not losing that like $5 just by getting rid of the box kind of thing. So I'm actually really happy to get that. Okay, so that's that box. That box is done. Let's bring the last box up. Okay, like I said, this box is half Grail, half Commons, I think. So let's blast through them a little bit. We have a Daryl Dixon. It's the one where he's holding the rocket launcher. Love this pop. The one I have is damaged, so this will be a box upgrade for me. Okay, next we have the Future Foundation Spider-Man. You know, like a $10, $15 pop. That is cool. I do have that one. What we got here? Okay, we have the Undertaker. I feel like this one must have value because I haven't seen this one in person either. So this, again, another one he threw in. I'm not sure the value off the top of my head, but I have a feeling it's a good chunk of value to kind of pay for things. Happy with that. He will be for sale. I usually only collect the wrestlers that ended up going to become actors in movies like John Cena and The Rock and whatnot. Because then I might like the movie, so I see them as, you know, that character in the movie kind of. Okay, so this is one, again, he threw this in. This has gone up in value. We have the Black Panther Walmart exclusive. The only thing is, I feel really scummy selling, when someone dies and the values really jump, I never really sell stuff at a premium just because I don't like it. It just does not make, I'm not in this for the money, I'm in it for the love of the pop culture. So celebrating someone's death by cashing in, it just, morally, I just don't feel it. So I promised Justin if I got a Black Panther pop, I'll probably sell it to him. I don't know what he's selling for, but I'll probably sell it to him for like 20 bucks, even if it's like 50 right now. I'm going to give this to him for a good deal. Because I promised, he said he wanted one, and he was bummed that he wasn't able to get one before the prices skyrocketed. So I told him the next one I got for cheap, this one's his. Alright, okay, yeah. This is the one that is the sad story. This is the one that he was upset about, but you know, I was looking at it. I'm going to pull it out. Actually, I'm going to do a zoom in so we can actually look at it and discuss it. Okay, so we have the Shadow Trooper here. I was really nervous and excited to get this pop because he had it on his list of pops. It's currently around $1,500 on the pop price guide. So I was like, whoa, baby. This is the one to be nervous about. So I asked him if he had it. And, you know, I went through a few boxes and then finally found the box it was in. I don't think he realized it was a bootleg because when I started showing him the flaws, he got a little bit like, you know, upset or a little bit, you know, worried because he thought he would be able to get $1,000, $750 for it. But in the protector like this, it looks pretty good. I mean, there's nothing that super jumps out. If you start looking closely at the printed parts though, you'll kind of see like inkjet printer lines. I think you see it most on the side here. So let's get out of the protector. So first thing I did was I took it out of the protector. Because when you're buying an expensive pop like this, you want to really look at it. So I was looking at it. And, you know, everything is kind of like a matte. Looks like it's an inkjet printed. The sticker was matte. So those are all shooting up red flags at me. And especially the way it looks like the lines look like a inkjet printer kind of. And then I looked at the bottom. He did have the date stamp on there. So I said, you know what? I think this is a bootleg. I'm going to pass on this one. And he's like, oh, man, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Then I asked him if I could open it to inspect it further. And he said, yeah, please do. So the first thing I did was I started opening this flap on the bottom. And then the first thing I noticed when I opened the flap is it feels really flimsy. It's like a paper. It's not even cardboard, and if you look at it, it's white. So it's a white, thin paper. So obviously it's printed. I'm not even sure if the face is full like that on the real ones. Not sure. Okay, and then I said, all right, you okay if I take it out? He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fake. I think he felt bad. I felt bad. We all felt bad. So we looked at the bottom. It has a date stamp. We're like, okay, it's a legit Funko Pop. But then I smelled it, and it smelled like spray paint. And when you feel his body, it's tacky. So I realized this one was spray painted. Let's take him out. So his whole body, like this part feels sticky, like spray paint. So I'm looking at it. You know, it's a good paint job. Just looking at it looks good. You just, when you feel it, that's kind of when you feel it. But if you look at his feet, the holes are white, and inside his head, it's white. So it's obviously, they took a regular Stormtrooper, they painted him black, and then painted in the eyes and that little bit there. So it's definitely, it's homemade. It's like a custom. That's the problem with customs. Some people are like, oh, customs are okay. Sometimes you want to get a cool pop for a lot cheaper than, I mean, there's one on eBay right now, like this homemade one like this. They want $100 for it. It's not that cool of a custom to pay $100 for it. Honestly, if it was like $10, that's okay. You can get it as like a thing. I'm not condemning people on bootlegs if they want to have a figure for $10 to replace the really expensive one because it's out of their price range. The only problem is when people get fooled by these and overpay for them. So it's one of those things where you shouldn't be buying anything like this more than $10, honestly. $20 maybe max. I mean, he told me he was going to just toss it, knowing that was a bootleg. And I told him, you know what? I'll give you $20 if you want it, just to have it for my bootleg collection. I like having bootlegs on hand just to show customers what to look out for and try to educate you guys and educate everyone I can. So he's basically like, yeah, sure, I'll give it to you for $20. And he was actually happy to get a little bit of something. And then when the whole deal was done, he's like, just make sure you show it on the video because I want people to be aware. So I think he felt really bad, but in the end, he wanted to make sure no one else makes the mistake. I'm looking, yeah, you can see even the plastic isn't square. It looks like it's hand cut. Like it's a little bit jaggedy, and then you can see little drops of glue on it. Just the way it's glued in there. So yeah, it's a big old fakie. I was really disappointed that was fake because I kind of wanted it, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I didn't have to spend, you know, $750 to $1,000 on it. I'll get one eventually, but for now, I have the fake one. So that's what to look out for. Just look out for, if it's a really expensive one and you think it might be fake, just when you're looking at pictures, try to look for the printer marks. I think that's the first thing you'll notice. Because I mean, I was looking at the 14, I was like, the 14 looks a little bit funny, but the legitimate one looks just like that. And I was looking at the pop, and it looks good. It has the little dots, so it looks legitimate. But it's just, I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, but you can kind of see these like streaks in it as if it was printed. You know, not printed with an actual manufacturer printer, but inkjet printer. So yeah, it's a fake. A little disappointed, but I'm glad I didn't pay $750 to $1,000 for a fake. And I feel really bad for the guy who sold it to me because I know he was a little bit upset about it. But it is what it is. If he had noticed it right away when he bought it, Mercari's really good at letting you return stuff. If you buy something on Mercari, open it right away, look at it, inspect it. If you think it looks funny, return it to them. If it looks good and you like it, then leave feedback. But don't leave feedback until you've actually inspected the pop to make sure it looks legitimate. And don't be afraid to open it. Like, he was afraid to opening a pop because he didn't want to damage the box. But don't be afraid to open up boxes. Sometimes you just have to do it. If you do it carefully, you're not going to damage the box, or you're going to do very minimal wear on the box. But it's better to know that you have a real one and not a fake one. But yeah, no, it's a fake. I felt really bad for him, and I told him it was fake after I showed him all the evidence of how it was a fake. He realized he was scammed too. He said he never really took it out, even the protector, because he just didn't really think about it. If you saw this pop just in a picture on eBay, the quality of the printing looks just good enough that it would fool you. It's not until you see it in person and you feel it that you can tell it's fake. So I feel really bad for him. I told him a couple times, like, I felt bad for him because he said he paid $750 for it. So that sucks. Bootlegs are a big problem with collecting pops. We definitely need to figure out a way to make it easier for people to tell what is a bootleg and just to be careful. But I'm happy to have a bootleg for my bootleg collection. As an example, I just feel really bad that, you know, a potentially $1,500 pop was really worthless. You know, maybe I paid him $20. Maybe one day. I mean, I would never sell a bootleg, but I'm just saying it for you. If you wanted to buy one for $20 to have as like a reference piece, I think that's okay. I just feel like anyone who sells a bootleg for full value is a scumbag. You shouldn't be selling bootlegs for this. You really even should be selling this for more than $10 to $20 at most, honestly. But in a collection like this, because one was fake, that's why it makes you worried about the other ones kind of being fake. Okay, let's go through some more of the cheaper ones. We have a Rick Grimes Prison Yard version from The Walking Dead. Very cool. I do have that one. We have a regular Merle Dixon from The Walking Dead. I think this one actually has a little bit of value, so that is cool. Again, a lot of the cheaper ones actually end up being kind of better. Not really Grails, but like $20 to $40 pops. So very cool. I'm sure someone will want that. Okay, from Black Panther, we have Eric Killmonger, the glow-in-the-dark version. He is really cool looking. It's a Target exclusive. That one I have already. Okay, and then we have Abraham from The Walking Dead. I think this one's gone up in value too, so another like maybe $20 pop. The more of the kind of cheaper stuff in here that I get for a really good price, it kind of just makes the overall deal really good. You know, it's good to begin with, but having a little extra value just in case there's a problem with one of the pop is a good thing. Okay, and then we have Morgan from The Walking Dead. So I'm going to have a bunch of Walking Dead pops to go with my Batman pops. Okay, and then one more cheap pop. Let's do that, and then the rest are Grails. Okay, we have a Stone Cold Steve Austin as a GameStop exclusive. This one actually has some value, I think. I think it was like close to $20. Now, it's a little beat up, so I'll have to discount it a little bit. But I'm sure someone will want that. Okay, let's start jumping into some Grails. We still have 10 more Grails. Okay. Oh, this one is cool. Okay, so we have Loki from Thor, the Mighty Avenger. This is, I think, a $200-ish pop. I don't think I have this one, so that one's going into my collection. Very cool. This one's cool. I know I have a lot of Lokis, but I don't think I have that one. So that one I'm going to have to double check. Awesome. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, this one is cool. Okay. So this is the Dallas Comic-Con exclusive Reverse Flash. Now, I know I have a Reverse Flash, but I don't remember if I had one with this sticker. And I don't know if it's the same exact one. So that one I'm going to have to look into. He is very cool, though. I believe this one's going into my collection. Awesome. Love it. Okay, let's see what we got next. Ooh, okay, this one is cool. Now, this one we valued above the Pop Price Guide because there's a second version of him that came out later that's a little bit more common. So this is the Flash Chase. He is neat looking. Now, this is the all yellow box. So the original ones were all yellow, and then there was like a later release of them. So to me, this one is super cool. This one's going into my collection. Super happy with that. Okay, next. Okay, this is the Tastic Wolverine. This one I've never seen before. I didn't even know this one was out there. I think there's actually a chase to this one as well that's more expensive. All right, so this one is super cool. This one has a lot of value. I think it's like $300 to $400 now. It does have a couple dents in the plastic, so I had to mark it down like 10 to 20% of the value. But I'm super happy to have it. That one's going to my collection. Awesome. Next we have, oh, okay, this is one of the bigger, more expensive ones. This one is really neat. I'm torn on this one. I kind of want to keep him because of how cool he looks. But this one also, right now on the Pop Price Guide, he's $570, but it looks like the last couple sold for like $800 to $900, so he actually might be worth more than $570. He is damaged though, so that will affect it a little bit. But we have the, what is it, 2014 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Rey Mysterio. One of the most expensive wrestling pops out there. This one is cool. I sort of want to keep it because I have a feeling since this is one of the more valuable, rarest wrestling pops, this one might have a lot of long-term value. And if I ever do decide to collect wrestling, but at the same time, if I can get $600-700 out of him, he pays for a lot of the collection. So I'll probably be selling that one, but this one I'm a little torn on. He is amazing. Very cool pop. Okay, next we have, oh, this is cool. Okay, so from the Arrow television series, we have the Unmasked Arrow. It's a 2015 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This one I'm pretty sure I have already, so this one will be for sale. I think he's a little bit cheaper. He's maybe like $50-ish, give or take $10 maybe. It's like all the cheaper stuff I have already. It's just the rare expensive stuff I don't have. Okay, next we have, oh yeah, this is sweet. This is another kind of expensive one. This is also one of the original printings. So we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the one with the vinyl bobblehead on the bottom. So this one I think is in the like the $200 to $300 range. Very, very cool pop. Now this one, you have this box, you have the blue box that came out after this, the one with the additional information on the bottom, and then you have the From the Vault black box, and then I think from the Vault black box, I have 2 different color variants. So there's at least 4 different versions of him. And I think this is the last one I needed, so unless I find another variant, I have a full set of all the variants of the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Very cool pop, going into my collection. Grail pop. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have the Flash Unmasked. This one, last time I got them, there's like 10 people that wanted to get them. And people were getting upset that I'd end up keeping them just because I didn't have this sticker variant. I had the Con exclusive sticker, but not the shared sticker. So this one I am going to probably sell, although I'm looking at his pupils and they look kind of larger than I remember. So this one I'm going to have to look. This might actually just be like an error pop. I'm not 100% sure. That one I'm going to research a little bit. I do have 2 different versions of him, so it's nice. The thing when I buy more expensive pops is kind of nice when you already own it, because then you have something to reference it to just to see like what's going on. And I do look for weird variants. I look for bootlegs. I look for just things that are a little bit different. The more knowledge you have when you buy and sell expensive stuff, the better. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's for sale. Unless it's an I variant. Oh, okay. This one is cool. So this one is the Mighty Avenger Thor. I think this is one of the first Thor pops. His paint's a little bit messed up, but I think the one I have already, his paint was also a little bit messed up. It is just an early pop. What year is it? Yeah, 2012? No, 2010? This is one of the earliest pops that they made. So this one, it's hard to find this one in good shape. Very awesome pop, though. I do have this one already, though, so he'll be for sale. I will have to double check because the one I have, I don't know if the one I have is a later printing. I know sometime in 2004 they changed. I don't think they made these after 2013. I think they did like 2010 to 2013-ish. So he is cool. Definitely a really rare older pop. I think he's like a $300 pop. So that's one I believe I will be selling. Unless he's a weird variant compared to the one I have already. Okay. We are down to the last pop. This has been such a roller coaster ride. It's been a ton of fun. I'm, it's like exhausting. I'm still afraid maybe 1 or 2 of these were fake. And I'm just excited to add a whole bunch of rare ones to my collection. This one is really amazing. Absolutely love this one. So the last one, and this is another one in the $400 to $500 range, I believe. So we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive metallic Martian Manhunter. Awesome, awesome pop. I love the way he looks. His face, the metallic is faded a little bit, and honestly, when I see the faded metallic a little bit, that makes me more secure that it's legit, because it has age. It takes a little while for that paint to fade like that. So that is cool. And there's nothing on here. Like the sticker is the right amount of gloss. It's peeling a little bit on the bottom, which is very common with these stickers. It doesn't, like the fake normal one I know has like a big white line around it. So it doesn't have that. The pop logo looks correct. Everything about this box looks perfect. So this one I don't even have a concern on. Very awesome pop. Whereas, you know, the Superboy and the Batman Chase are the 2 that I was just like not 100% sure on. And again, if you guys have that Batman Chase and you have it from 2013, let me know that they actually made it in 2013, because that's the one thing that kind of had me worried. Okay, wow, that was amazing. I had so much fun with this collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, because I want to do really well so that I can do another big mega haul like this, another big Grail haul, because this is just the most fun to me. Just having pops that people don't see every day and pops that are really exciting to see. Good luck with your move, Michael. Thank you for selling me the collection. I appreciate it. I'm going to put a couple other mega epic Funko Pop hauls right there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!